Hello guys, welcome back, and today we'll be playing Napoleonic. This is a warband, Mountain Blade warband. This is a mod or DLC or something, but we're going to be playing it. I've played this game for quite a while now, I've had this game for like 3 months or something. I think I've gotten pretty good at it since that time. We are playing on the 15th with... Well, Scarecrow's in this match. We don't talk because he is going to get off anyways after this match. There he is now. He just got stabbed in the face by that bot. The admins are Arwen and Harvin, which are playing. I think Arwen's on our... Yeah, there he is. Arwen's on our team, and Harvin is on the other team. To kick this off, this is I think it's a Turkish game that was developed way back. Like, I don't know if it was it seems a couple, like... Yeah, I'm mixing up my words, but it came out a little while ago. And they adapted it with this Napoleonic mod, which you get to play as all like England, Russia, Prussia, Austria, things like that. And that guy stabbed me over that thing. So the basic things are you get certain classes, which you can do, and I'm just looking at all the pings and stuff. You get certain classes that you can choose, from pipers to drummer, to infantry, to cavalry, to artillery, to... There's a lot. Like commanders, all this stuff, and they give you special buffs sometimes. The flag gives you a buff. Drummers and musicians give you buffs. That is a new class called the ship crew. And they were just added recently. They're Scarecrow. He's a captain right now. As you can see, that little badge up in the top left indicates that I have better aim when I'm in the vicinity of him. That's a cavalry. So, right now I'm just an infantryman. I have an infantry rifle as well as... Actually, I don't know if I have a sword or anything. This guy is trying to get... The bots are trying to take this point from us. We're the defenders. That guy was a bot commander. If you saw him doing something weird, it's a twirl. And twirls are used by people that are... I consider them cowards. Because the people that use them only use it because they're running away. They don't want to fight. And really, it's just a jerk move. Like, the way they do it, it makes it so they can't really hit them. And they can even break blocks sometimes. Which I did not... I don't know if I showed him this. And there's one of the admins, Arwen. And I think the 15th actually bumped up the difficulty of the bots at one point. They've been a lot harder, or maybe it's just an AI change. Right there, I am moving backwards while attacking, so that way they can't get exactly right up to me, but I move forward, try to stab, and I get stabbed myself. There's some basic things that I apply here. I don't fight on people's terms, as in, I don't allow them to have the upper ground. I try to back away as much as I can, so I'm not in their range, and I only attack when I feel ready. Or I'll make them come to me. I don't try to make them come, like, make myself go through them. There's Harvin now. He's a twirler. A lot of the twirlers on the server do get banned, though, which is funny because Harvin does the little twirl thing as well. But he's a cool guy. I like him. But he's one of the better admins, I think, that I've seen on all the different servers I've played on. Right on this server, there's no attacking each other, so if you, like, accidentally attack someone, it goes right through them, does no damage to you or the other person. On some servers, if you attack them, you take all the damage and die. Another one, they take reduced damage, and when you kill too many of them, you get kicked. Right there, I'm just doing little basic down attacks and up attacks. The way you attack is you move the mouse up or down or left or right, whichever. It depends on the weapon, really. Right here, I'm going to start spinning because really they shoot through walls. And also, I like making... I just like doing that. It's pretty fun. I've gotten used to doing that now. But there's a few weapons. There's swords, which you can attack left, right, up, and down. And then there's like spear things, like these muskets. And they are only up and down attacks, but they can block all different directions. And each weapon has its own special... It was your time to die. Well, yes, finally. I think that he died at this point, but... What was it? Oh, there's different variations between the guns and stuff, how far they can reach, what the gun uses as a weapon. I'm using a bayonet on this one. Rifles would use the butt of the rifles. So you shoot and then you switch. If you hear these people yelling, that's because they're using calls, which is the C button, and they say words that identify with. So I think we're the French, so it'd be like Vive la France and all this other stuff in French that would apply to the French. I know the ship pirates they're my favorite ones because they yell like piratey things like "Yar" and other things that I won't go into detail, but you'll probably hear them if I decide to play this game more. But this server, sometimes if the bot commanders aren't on, or not the bot commanders, the admins aren't on, it gets really overrun on the bot commander side, so there's like 30 bot commanders and like 70 bots, and then like 20 people on the human side. So sometimes it can be a little bit too much, and it's not the server's fault, it's the people that join that just like doing some stuff. Right now I'm just looking for the bot commanders because I usually try to pick them out because the bot commanders are the only ones that can capture the flag. If you see it in the top left, that 1-1, that means that they've captured the flag once and we've defended the flag once. Maps move every 3 matches, so there's no real tie. Pressing down on the wheel, the mouse wheel, I got stabbed there. On the mouse wheel will switch to your fist or to a different weapon. I like fighting with the fist when people are going fisticuffs. They bring up their fists and start fighting to death. And then they cheat and pull out their guns and point blank you. That's another thing that I don't like is point blanking. By point blanking, I mean people that will wait till you get up there to melee, and then when you're 2 feet away and about to stab, they shoot you. Players are usually rubbish. Okay, I don't know what that means. I don't know if he's talking about us or the bot players, and I call. I usually do calls when I come back or when I kill a person. I do 2 matches because I came into this one really late. You get a certain amount of lives depending on the time you join. If you're anywhere within 5 to 10 minutes, you get 10 to 7 lives. I don't know why he was trying to attack me. There's Harvin. I didn't even see Harvin there, but he got me. Don't worry, I'll get him back in the next one. But you'll see how I do that later on. He's the admin that's usually on. I usually see him on, or now Arwin's doing a lot more. He just got stabbed through the chest. So, at 10 seconds, we basically have the flag completely covered. The sappers did a nice job with the barricade. And everyone was doing their part to make it successful. And that guy stabbed his horse to death. There's the final scores that you can see. I was, I think, 20 or something. I can't really see it from where I'm recording from. I cut that part out because that's just a character selection. So you get 20 minutes. So depending on what time you come in depends the lives. I had like 7 lives when I joined, and it was like 6 minutes left, 7 minutes left. After you die, there's a 30-second cooldown phase, which I'm alright with, I get. France again, I want a rifle, damn it. So, in this map, I like to run up to the front. Usually I'll have Scarecrow. Right there I was checking if Scarecrow left, and I was also checking my ping. And I'll usually attack a couple times, shoot like once or twice before I go and retreat back. And that guy just took out a lot of people with an artillery cannon, which you saw. The blue I think is only the team can see, and the white anyone can see. Right now there's only 2 bot commanders, and the funny thing is, the less bot commanders there are, the easier it is for the bot commanders to win. That is because they each control a certain portion. That guy point blanked me, if you saw. I hate bots that point blank. So I have 9 lives remaining, but it's easier for, say there's only 2, because it splits it in half. So now you get half command over the bots, and the other guy gets half command. Whereas if there was 10 and only 20 bots, they'd each get 2 bots. So it's really less cover for that guy. Usually when there's 10 bots, or bot commanders, the bot commanders don't really do much, and they just stand there or rush at you without their bots. So not a lot of people know how to use their bot commanders, so they start getting more and more, though, as time goes on. So I spawn back at the spawn nest there. There's 2 tactics, and I become stupid, and I can't jump a fence. But there's two tactics that they'll do. They'll either rush while trying to flank towards spawn, or towards that right nest, which has an artillery cannon, which I think Harvin does. Not Arwen, Harvin. Or they'll just start attacking fully, and they'll just try to overrun us and kill us as much as possible. So there's the shipmate again. I'm just the basic guy. I don't really like all the sabers and stuff. So I see that there's smoke coming from the right side, which I assume is an artillery person. I'm checking who it could be, if it's friendly or foe, and I'm also checking the pings of all the players. The higher your ping, the worse you're going to do because of the lag. So Harvin usually doesn't have any. This is a European server. And there he is now. That's Harvin on the artillery cannon. Arwen saying no, but he blocked that and hit me with the ramrod. I block, and I stab him. So he's going to attack me, and I'm going to move left and take him out. See right there? He attacked forward, and I moved left. That's how you control the situation when you're fighting pretty good players. You always want to wait till they're ready to attack and they let go. You move to the side and stab them. It's one of the best things that I learned while playing this game. If you notice, there's regiments, like numbers before it. The 15th is a regiment that you can join. I would join the 15th if they had a partisan class or if they have a ship crew, because I like the randomness involved with it. I think Harvin's a captain. If you're not so certain if you're gonna be able to attack them before they attack you or dodge it, you can always block. But sometimes blocking doesn't work if you're too slow, or if the bots cheat and they go through guard, which happened quite a bit in the before this last patch. The bots would just auto kill you. There's Harvin now. He switched up his character. No longer an artillery person. Get knocked down by the cav. I dislike cav, but I mostly dislike the cavalry with the pole arms. They have long poles, so they're able to hit you from even farther away. And what that does is they can hit you with the horse, knock you down, and on their way passing, they just hit you while you're on the ground. And I almost started trying to play this video that is here. I don't know why. Arwen's crying because they're destroying his defenses. Generally, they're sappers, which are kind of like an engineer class. They get like destructive crates, and if they're attackers, then they use them not very often, but they do sometimes. But when they're defenders, they use it. And I'm so confused because we're supposed to be defending the flag, not blowing up everyone's sapped stuff, all the engineered stuff. So if you're running out of... There's Harvin now, I see him. And he's trying to... He wants us to come out of the hole so he can stab us, but I just get shot there. So what he wants you to do is jump up, and when you jump, you lose like a few ticks, like 2 or 3 milliseconds where you can block or fight. And at that point, he would stab you. It's very important. Every millisecond is important in this game. So if someone attacks a fraction of a second faster than you, and you don't move or block, it will definitely hit you. So that's what you want to remember when playing this game, is that every second, every millisecond, every fractions of seconds are important. So Harvin is getting attacked. Shoot Harvin. Yeah, because he's the only one there to take. So I start shooting. I think I tried to shoot at Harvin. I'm not sure. I think I shot at one of his bots though. But the way you have to do it, you have to try to line it up in the middle. And there are people that claim that they draw red dots in the middle of their screen. The exact middle, so they can hit every time. And that's kind of weird because I've never had to do that. I just estimate usually where it's going to be, and I do that. But I don't really shoot as much as I melee. I love the melee in this game. It's so cool. And if you ever see me in a server, you would see that most of my kills are melee kills. Because it takes 16 to 20 seconds to reload a gun, and you can't move while you're doing it unless you're a captain, then you only get a pistol. And pistols usually aren't a one-hit kill. See right there, I came over and stabbed. But when you jump up, see how there's a little like lag delay? Yeah. And it gets worse with your latency or ping. I usually have a ping on this server around 180, 190. Anything below 200 is good to play. You can play on that server if it's less than 200 usually, depending on your computer. But Scarecrow, he has usually a ping around 200 or 190. He gets the highest he gets is 210. before everything starts messing up, and I usually get to 220, depending on how many people are on there. Say there's 90 people. Right there, I'm going into the cinematic to give you a look at my character. All the characters look kind of Asian-y to me. But my ping, it's really unplayable if there's like 90 people on the server. My ping skyrockets to like 230. The character starts being unresponsive, and it's just terrible. I do like the blood effects though on the bayonet of my gun. And right there I'm reloading. You can see how long it takes to reload. And you can't really start moving until you start. Oh, this is where they're going right, but until it's almost right at the end, like 2 or 3 seconds before you finish, and you're cocking the mechanism back. Can you actually move? So one thing to remember in this game is that having people of all different classes can help a lot. You just don't want to have them all infantry. You want to have a variety. I couldn't stab that guy, so I moved back and attacked his friend, which I knew I could kill. Stabbed. You see, it's not doing anything, but bots are stupid. Bots will stop attacking you to move to certain places their bot commander tells them, and that's one of their fatal flaws. My voice is like weird right now, but they're attacking right here, and it's a diversionary tactic from that first onslaught. They wanted you to attack them so that way they can go right. They can flank you right. Right there, I'm trying to dodge anybody trying to point blank me or trying to shoot me, and I didn't do it there, but I allowed for the cavalry to kind of sweep through because I had all that left side pointed at me. Usually if you get close enough, this is a game mechanic with the bots, where if you get close enough, they'll usually drop their gun and start trying to melee you, which is good. Unless for some reason they point blank you, then it's terrible, because point blankers I don't like. Also spamming one move with a sword. Swords are actually faster. Right here I'm going to show you the new class. It says random right there. So right there I get a rifle and a saber. I am not good with a rifle. I'll admit that. I'm way better with a cavalry musket. And the rifle, when you flip it around for the melee, it's a butt, and it acts kind of like a saber, but only does blunt damage. It takes 3 to 4 hits to kill somebody, where the saber takes... You can kill him with 1 or 2 shots. And you'll see it if I get any kills here. I'm not sure if I actually do get any kills, because they have a lot longer reach. What I like to do is move... Yeah, I didn't kill anybody, but what I like to do when I have a sword, and I think Scarecrow does the same thing, you move in the way that the saber goes. So if you're swinging right, you just continue all the way through. And usually that kills them in the, like, 1 hit. It also depends on where you hit a person, where if you hit them in the legs, there's a less chance you'll kill them, where... there's a less chance that you'll kill him than if you shot him in the chest or in the face. So it does do little type of limb damages, and getting shot in the arm... Oh, I got a axe here and then a tiny dagger. But with that comes certain things. I forgot what I was just talking about, so I'll just move on to this axe. The axe is pretty good for a longer range, where the knife... Harvin, you evil person. Okay. They usually have pretty good grammar on Napoleonic. I haven't run across too many people that are like, hey dog, what it do, and all that stuff. They're mostly civilized. They're like European mostly. Most of the people are like European. Right there. If I would have switched to the knife, I would have been faster, but the axe that I was using I thought was the faster axe, but it's not. There's different things that you have to learn about, so I'm going to switch back to the regular infantry. And I see this guy, and I don't know, I've never seen that guy before. I'm not sure if they added in a new patch, but I don't remember ever picking him. I've been most of the characters. I don't think I've ever been arty. I've never learned how to use the artillery right. But Scarecrow did, so I never had to. And right there, I'm pretty high up on the kill chart. Do a little call. You can see your teammates by the banner as well. So I shot that guy right off his horse, and my computer is shutting down for some reason. There it goes. It was going into sleep mode because I was taking too long recording this. But I shot that guy right off of his horse, which I love to do. Another thing I like to do is when they're coming at me with the cavalry, I like to stab their horse. They fall over, stab the person to death. I don't let cavalry get by me, usually. You have to be really good or have a very long pole arm with good accuracy to really kill me. That's Harvin, no! And, oh, Harvin's a sapper. He usually is a sapper, from what I've seen him play, and he'll drop those. He's the one blowing up everything. If your computer can't handle it, it will start lagging, and sometimes mine lags if there's like 37 TNT barrels there, and I don't like that. So what I did there to get away around that whole taking the millisecond when I land is I attacked before I went down into the hole. So when I attacked down in the hole, I hit him on the way down and did a little bit of damage. Or at least I think it did, but usually it does. And then when I land, I take that damage, but since he's stunned from that initial attack, you can just get right up there. That's the guy that I shot off the horse earlier. He's using a pole arm. Pole arms are one of the longest longest weapons in the game, besides fork and some other spears and stuff that you get if you're a partisan. Partisans also get a special bottle that you throw, and you can hit them in the face and they die. I've only seen one person ever kill someone with a partisan bottle before, and it was hilarious. Oh, if you hit P, you surrender, and usually if you see me with my hands up, it's in victory of something, usually winning a map, and I just stab that commander in the face like he was nothing. So, just watch as I mow through a couple of people. There's Harvin. Now, right here, he got me with that one, but I blocked that, and I hit him right there. Now, if they wouldn't have been there, I probably would have still killed him, which is great. It's always fun to kill the admin of your server. But he more than likely I would have won that, but he might have got me with like a move to my back. So I went up here to reload. Be careful with sappers. Sapper stuff seems to lag a lot. So when you jump up onto it, you start like jittering for some reason. And I don't like the jitters of that, but I kind of have to live with it. I shot that guy in the face. Or not, actually I didn't shoot him in the face. I shot him in like the neck or body. But it'll usually say the headshot if you get a headshot. I tend not to go for the head a lot, because usually a chest shot will suffice in killing them. And if it doesn't, then you just run up there. And there's what I look like with the little tilde cinematic camera. You can also pick up weapons that you find on the floor or pole arms. And then certain classes can ride horses, other than the cavalry. That guy has a Swedish flag, so you can apply that he's either Swedish or likes the Swedish people. Scarecrow and I use Irish flags, even though we're not really Irish. Well, he's Irish, but I like the Irish history anyways. Big fan of the Irish there. But anyways, it's just, you meet a lot of people on here from different things all over the world. I get shot, like, I don't know where I got shot. I think I got shot either in the neck or in the chest, but I now have very little health. The little gauge in the bottom right is where your health is, by the way, if you didn't know. And there's only 4 minutes left, so I already know that we're going to win this, pretty much. Unless they all charge at one time, we're going to win this. This guy is going through. That guy's a drummer giving support. Drummers are just as important as an infantry person. See how he's playing and I'm getting that reload buff? It drops it by like 6 seconds, making it a lot easier to reload. And right there, I'm out into, I'm not in cover enough, so I walk over by him so I can get out of the line of sight, which is always good to do. You should never try to be in the line of sight while reloading if you can help it. There are some maps that people play where you can't help it, and it's just a forest or like long open land, and I tend to use melee a lot in those. So now I'm getting a marksman buff, so if I go to shoot someone, it would work. Flags, I think, do buffs. Oh, right here. My caps lock is on because sometimes I hit the wrong button. And it's a pain. So small group right. That's what I put in. And it's like, should I? Yeah. So I put small group right. And I don't think anybody even notices it really. Or maybe they think it's that group right there. But I meant really far right. So I don't think a lot of people noticed my comment. That guy point blanked a guy. And now he paid the price. So the bots aren't really as stupid as I say they are. I tend to take away a lot of their credit. If they're losing, they tend to back up like bot commanders do. And I got shot there. And I wanted to see if that was actually a bot commander, I think, but I couldn't. Yeah, it's a bot commander, so I moved on. Most of the regiment people are the guys that do the twirling, and in fact, many of the regiments that I've seen want you to use that. They want you to do the twirling thing because it's easier for you to get kills, and it makes people think that you're better at the game when you're actually not that good at it. That's Patrick Harper. He looks like he's a cancer patient to me, but that's just me. And he's moving his troops right, so I want to go over there and stab him, just because I like stabbing him. I thought that I could shoot him, and I thought I did, but then I looked at the names of who killed him, and it's like, oh, nope, I didn't kill anybody. So he's moving his troops right here, right now. He's moving it towards us to try to get to our flag. With 2 minutes left, I'm already certain that I'm not going to lose all my lives, because 30 seconds to get back. I have, like, what, 6 lives? 4 lives left, something like that. So I'm going to take a little stop right here to just recollect and to get a barrel, or my gun reloaded up here. I'm just going to walk forward because that's the time where you can move. I've got that down. And he's right there, but there's something new with the sapper thing, so you don't exactly get to shoot through it. So if you saw there, I don't even think I saw the spray of the bullet, but he's standing right there and I want to stab him. I've already switched to my melee. And I start stabbing at him, and I'm not sure if that's the commander. So I start attacking him, and then I see that he's bald. He's one of the only people bald, so I start doing it, and then I get shot by his bots. You have to be really careful with the bots. Oh, man, I thought I had 4 lives left. I only have 2. I only had 2. This is my last life, but I already know that we're going to win here. And apparently Scarecrow's playing the Payday 2 beta, which I should be playing soon as well, just because I want to play Payday 2. I've already pre-ordered and everything, which you can get on the Steam. I think it's $30 right now, and you get certain things if you pre-order or whatever. And I already know that we're gonna win this. I already trying to shoot up into the air, whatever, what have you. But anyways, we're just gonna win this fairly easy. So just might as well waste my last life, as I normally do. But I do like the sky graphics in Napoleonic and in the native game. It's Mountain Blade Warband native. But I don't really play that a lot. Scarecrow plays it a lot, or he used to anyways. But there's tons of mods, including Glasgow, and my dogs are fighting. Glasgow and some other ones as well. But I might play Glasgow in the future because it's really terribly acted. So there we are, we won, and that's the end of the video. Thanks guys for watching, have a great day.